Oh, here we go. I've just realized that I remember this time last week saying that the silence is deafening, which is a terrible thing. I really need to get some background audio for this stream, and I need to remember to do it rather than not do it. Anyway, hello. Welcome to Glorious Miniatures, etc, etc, etc. You know, all that good stuff. I'm back, so to speak. I also... Yes, I am back. I had obviously had a seizure last week, which is why I basically disappeared from the internet for a week. And yeah, I'm here. So here we go. We do have the Sunday preview today. I don't know what we'll be getting. I'm hoping for, I don't know, more Horus Heresy. More Horus Heresy stuff would be lovely. A plastic, what kind of tank would we like? Fellblade, glaive. Maybe a Sikaran Punisher, the one with the rotary cannon on it would be nice. The Sikaran Omega, if you're that way inclined. The Sikaran... what's the one with... the missile launcher one. The missile launcher one. I've completely forgotten its name. Anyway, there is a missile launcher one, which is pretty juicy. And it would be great if it appeared in plastic form, because we have the Venator and we have the regular one at the moment. We need some more plastic tanks. Although some plastic breaches would be delicious. I think we can all agree on that. And yeah, plastic breaches, in fact, would be great. Although they haven't even teased that yet, so I think that's probably wishing a bit too much. We did get the Scout box set, the Striking Scorpions. So those two kits from the Kill team. I've yet to actually order the Scouts. I will, but I just haven't yet, because I've forgotten for some reason. But if you would like me to purchase them sooner rather than later, smash the like button. Make sure that you are indeed subscribed to this channel so you don't miss that future content. Now, we did finally tickle over the first threshold for YouTube partnerships. So apparently that does mean things like super... I don't know. Well, they're calling it fan funding. Super things to highlight, I don't know, super chats and such things. I've got no idea if this is remotely set up to actually for those things to happen, but those are now a thing here on YouTube on this channel. We are pushing onwards to, like, well, I guess the main monetization goal here on YouTube, which is at the 4,000 viewer hour mark. So that is the main goal I'm pushing forwards to. And that does mean I'm going to have to probably make a few videos. I'm going to really be making videos properly when I get back from Adepticon once the new studio's finished. But up until then, it's all a bit sort of a bit streamy, to say the least. And let me see, is anything appearing? Why? Oh, why? It's not quite 6 o'clock yet, so... I suppose that would be why stuff isn't appearing to look at yet. I suppose I can refresh the page and see if anything appears early. We missed out on Horus Heresy Thursday. I suppose we can make the most of this little bit of time. Normally I like to do a stream on Thursday where we go over this. I think going forward, I would like to do probably a dual stream where I dual stream from here over to Twitch as well, and do like a hobby stream and start building some kits, etc. If possible, if I can get that looking okay. The face cam might be an issue. I might have to completely scrap it because the lighting's horrific. But this would have been on the Horus Heresy Thursday, our Thursday stream. I can't pronounce his name. Endrid Har punches the heads off world eaters in the battle for Beta Garman. Imagine how mad you'd be if you disappeared during the Great Crusade, only to come back and find your legion had cast their lot in with a traitor and turned their backs on the Emperor. Now imagine you're a warrior of the 12th Legion, and not exactly the coolest head in their ranks to start, and you'll start to understand just how angry Endred Har is. The staunchly loyal leader of the Fangs of the Emperor is a key player in the battle for Beta Garman and comes loaded for battle with a brand new forgeworld resin miniature. Look at them. That's a chunky old miniature. I wonder if it's going to say what size base he's on, surely. Even before the Horus Heresy, Har stood apart from his fellow World Eaters. Terran-born, massive even among the Astartes, he was one of the very first initiates created for his legion by the Imperial Geneworks. Har was absent from the Legion's reunion with their Primarch, and his entire command was eventually thought lost during the Great Crusade. But in a stroke of fortune, being MIA kept him from the Butcher's Nails, the Warrior Lodges, and the Purge at Istvan III. Har's loyalty to the Imperium never wavered in his long absence, and when he returned, he swore vengeance on the Warmaster and his former legion. The so-called Riven Hound gathered similarly disaffected Space Marines together into the Fangs of the Emperor, a black shield warband that prioritized the pursuit of revenge over all else. His new miniature is clad in battle-damaged Mark V Heresy armor, befitting the ramshackle supply lines of a black shield warband, with most of its legion iconography brutally scoured off, though his iron halo still bears the teeth of the World Eater's emblem. As you can see, that is very true. What kind of weapon is that? It's going to say, isn't it? Endred Har carries an ancient Archaeotech pistol, but his real weapon is a brutal power fist, a terawatt pattern gauntlet that can charge up its disruption nodes to trade attacks for added oomph, hitting it up to strength 12. He also sports the unique Fangs the Emperor Warlord trait, allowing his squads to creep closer to the enemy before battle, reflecting how the Fangs would often disguise themselves as traitors to approach enemy lines before attacking without warning. This resin miniature will be available to order later this year, and Har's rules will be found in the Battle for Beta Garman campaign book, which is coming soon. Well, there is a sweet looking mini, that is for sure. And also with a new miniature comes a temptation for starting another warband, which is great. I was only thinking yesterday to go with my soon to become Death Guard. They would need to ally with someone. I was trying to figure out which ones would probably I ally with them. I'm thinking currently World Eaters. And then I was thinking for my Imperial Fists, they need to probably ally with someone. I was thinking probably Space Wolves, potentially. I don't really know. We shall see. But now there's also the temptation for Black Shield Force as well. Just as a little bit of extra fun, just to sort of do some, I don't know, weird stuff, I guess. But that is a nice looking mini, and I could definitely see accidentally purchasing this for a nice little painting project, regardless of me getting a new army or not, and which is fine. I'm gonna smash the refresh button. We're a couple of minutes away, and was there anything else which I'd missed due to the stupid seizure? I don't believe there was. No. Is drilling your barrels an essential part of Warhammer or a waste of time? Yeah, that's definitely a thing. And they did release the Full Tilt. I remember this coming out in this magazine, White Dwarf, 1997. Crikey, issue 215. I wish I could find my old White Dwarf magazines. I wish I could find them. But I do remember this coming out. I think this must have been 1997, must have been around about the time when I was kind of definitely keen on starting a Warhammer Fantasy army of some degree. I know I'd obviously purchased the Supreme form of Nagash back then. And in fact, I purchased it from the Sheffield Games Workshop when I was staying with my grandparents. And yeah, I can definitely remember this. obviously I never played it because didn't have any painted miniatures at the time for any sort of Warhammer fantasy, but apparently they've re-released it in some format, which is fun. Sorry, I think there was someone outside making some noises. But they've gone and created a lovely board as well. And there's the Golden Demon winning jousting diorama. I remember that as well. Ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. Is that the mighty? That is the mighty fortress, isn't it? I believe that is. Hey, interesting. Anyway, so I just pressed the button. I don't quite understand what's going on with my computer at the moment. It's been a bit weird. So I'll hit the refresh button. In fact, I've just realized I was on the Just Chatting page, and all of that stuff about him, it didn't appear. What's up, Gabba? How's it going? I just realized that I had not changed over to browsing like I should have. Utter idiot. We don't see anything. Yeah, I just realized. I was like, this is precisely the problem with streaming on one screen. It's a bloody nightmare, to put it mildly. I could have sworn I pressed the button to change over to this. We did read the article and we were discussing this miniature. And I could have sworn I pressed the button to change over to this scene, but I didn't. So that's magnificent. I will try and put this in the thingy-majiggle below. It is a nice looking mini though. He's very chunky, yeah. There's a slight, as I was saying, there was a slight temptation for doing a small Black Shield little army. Not an army, force kind of thing. But yeah, we were talking about this, and then we briefly talked about. I say briefly. Full tilt. Remembering when this came out in 1997, issue 215, which was Oh, hello. My Bretonians have still not appeared, so. However, on the upside, I did manage to finally order the oh god, what's it called? I've forgotten the miniature already. The questing geezer on foot with the antlers, and also the mounted blokey and the blokey on legs. So those are finally ordered. I managed to get the order in from Warhammer, sort of Forge Worldy kind of thing. The Paladin, yes, thank you for translating my gibberish into what I actually meant. Yes, so we're just waiting for this silly article to appear, really. Anyway, I hope you had a good weekend, Gabba. I know it is Sunday. Oh, Dork Angels. Ew. Ew. Okay, so we got the Sunday preview. In fact, let me just go to hold on, let me just quickly go here, and then I can very quickly what's the word, edit the video and add in the link to the article in the description below, like a vaguely professional streamer. And then I will locate this. What's up, Bun? How's it going? Good evening to you. Okay, I can do this now. So the Sunday preview is here. Hello and welcome to Glorious Miniatures. My name is Jolien, and we have another Sunday preview. Dark Angels, prepare to mobilize. There are innumerable secrets to be kept and many fallen to be hunted across the galaxy, and the Dark Angels are ready to spring into action with next week's pre-orders. There's also a new console for the Horus Heresy, and a selection of Black Library books incoming. Okay, so what are we going to get? The Inner Circle Knights, or whatever they're called? Is that what they are? Codex Supplement Dark Angels. The Dark Angels are ready to hunt heretics and face the mightiest foes in the galaxy with the incoming release of their Codex Supplement. A must-have companion for anyone who wants to run armies of Dark Angels or their successors. This book maintains all the datasheets, detachments, and rules you need to take to the table as the Sons of the Lion. So you get your special book, the special one, and sort of more generic, the unfancy regular version for non-collectors. Different artwork as well. Like in the good old days, i.e. last thing. Was it last season? Last whatever they're calling it. It was the same image, but just less writing. And yeah. But now this is a completely different bit of artwork, which is definitely a nice thing. Especially for the collectors. Now you have to get both, basically. If you're a real Dark Angels fan, you'll get both. If you're just a casual, I suppose you'll just get one. But that's coming up next. Coming up for pre-order this Saturday. There's a slice of background information on the mysterious inner workings of the Dark Angels. 16-unit datasheets and 3 detachments alongside rules for a combat patrol, artwork, miniature photography, and a painting guide. This book comes in a regular version and a limited collector's edition variant featuring a soft-touch cover, unique cover art, a ribbon bookmark, and lavish gold foil blocking. My reading has completely gone sideways. I'm going to blame it on my seizure last week. That's what I'm going to do. And we got... Oh, hello. Asmodai, Master of Repentance. The Dark Angels' hunt for the fallen is ceaseless, but few pursue it with such burning ardor as Asmodai, Master of Repentance. As Chief Interrogator Chaplain, Asmodai is a master at extracting confessions and rousing his fellow battle brothers with his litanies of hate. He comes with 2 head choices, hood up or hood down. Okay then. He has got a gold foil. Actual gold foil. I was translating what you were writing, Bun. Yeah, goil fold is... That is a really limited edition thing. Like, 1 in 1,000 people get the goil fold. Everyone else will just get the regular gold foil book. But for one lucky person, they might get that limited one. So I think we have seen this before, haven't we? He's got some weird backpack with this smoke wafting out of it. Yes, I don't know what... This sword probably has some silly Dark Angel's name, but it is embedded in the head of one of the Fallen by the looks of it, so that's always a good thing. Does look like quite a fun mini to paint. I can't remember if the hood down version... I think I remember the hood down version being slightly more tempting for me to paint, although I will not be getting this mini. I don't think. Certainly anytime soon. But getting new releases in plastic rather than old metal or fine cast is always a good thing. It's always a good thing. And I see we got Belial, Grandmaster of... Oh, the buttons aren't working. Grandmaster of the buttons aren't working. Of the Deathwing. Belial is a paragon of the chapter with countless deeds to his name, even among his brethren. He is a warrior of prodigious skill, fighting with a sword of silence and a master-crafted stormbolter. Just like Asmodai, he comes with 2 head choices, hood up or hood down, but he doesn't hide his face behind a mask. He's obviously... I don't know, is that because Asmodai is really, really, really good looking and he's too scared? He doesn't want to get his face cut up? Is that the deal? The smoke is removed. I think it might be. I mean, I could. I don't have access to the reverse side of the image, but I would have thought. You can definitely remove it. Like even if it wasn't, I could imagine you just cut it off up by there. I mean, you might have to sort of finagle some venting it a bit, sculpt some venting in or something. But yeah, it is a bit. But is this a rule he has? Does he have some sort of smoke generating backpack which gives him like a bonus or something? Is that like a rule that he has or something? I don't know anything about Dark Angels, so I'm just maybe hallucinating. It's a bit much, yeah. It's a bit wafty, isn't it? Then again, I've only painted smoke, I think, twice. One time I did it, I think I was actually happy with it. I was actually happy with that one. And I can't remember the other time. It was probably a disaster. Are you not fans of the smoke? Are you not fans of the smoke? I can definitely understand that. Pretty sure they said at the reveal you can leave it off if you want. Well, that's definitely a good thing. Definitely a good thing. I think that is an issue with modern miniatures. They're getting so busy. There's too much to deal with. Smoke is a wet blending nightmare. True Gabba, yes. I wish I don't know where my image is. The only time I've only done it like a couple of times. One time I did it, I think, well, I painted a Auric Shaman. It'll probably be on my Instagram at Glorious Miniatures. Instagram.com/Glorious Miniatures. Somewhere there I did sort of magenta smoke as usual. Some people, Gabba, really love that life. Just pushing those highlights back and forth, blending away. Yeah, exactly. Lots of glazing to look right. Yeah, some people. I mean, I guess if you know, it would be a lot easier to just like not do it. Just have him there, not looking so busy. I suppose you could always add it on later potentially if you really felt like the urge to sort of do the smoke but not be in a rush. I don't know. I'm not going to be in this issue. I'm not going to have this issue, I don't think, though. Dark Angels aren't really my jam, so I mean, I could potentially get it at some point as like a fun potential project in between other Space Marines, but honestly, if I get to that situation, I would probably just paint something from Age of Sigmar or Wartime, Necromunda, the Old World, rather than yet another Space Marine, or indeed anything 40k which isn't Space Marine-y, be it like, you know, loyalist or naughty people. But anyway, we got Belial with his Sword of Silence. There's this geezer with the I don't know what he is. He's just like a skeleton. I have said this before. I'm not entirely sure I like this. And I know I was just saying that a lot of the miniatures now, they're really busy. Just like so much detail crammed on. And I'm now about to go against that. But this area here, maybe it's as a direct result of everywhere else looking really busy. This area looks bland. Like it just looks weird. This obviously he's got a robe over him, over his torso. I don't know if I like this robe. I know it's a Dark Angel and robes are basically a way of life. It just looks weird, and I can't get it out of my head. Every single time I look at this miniature, that I think the same thing. It just doesn't look right. Or it needs something. I mean, this is the perfect chance for me to go, now this is a time where you can practice your freehanding and freehand a Dark Angel symbol on there. Because I know a lot of painters, like people more interested in the painting side of things, would prefer less kind of sculpted on detail and more blank space like this, so that they can do freehand stuff. So I mean, I really should make my mind up on where I really sit on this side of the situation, but to me it looks blank. But as I said, Dark Angels, they're not my jam, so it's not really going to be a problem for me anyway. But I think probably I would definitely, if I was a fan of the Dark Angels, I would be either attempting freehand of some variety or slapping on a transfer of something. But it just looks weird, in my humble opinion. Anyway, left with me grumbling about miniatures on another purchase. Inner Circle Companions. They're called Companions? I thought they were Inner Circle Knights. I stand corrected. Now, these miniatures are cool. I do like these ones. Even among the Dark Angels, the Inner Circle Companions are a mysterious cadre of elite warriors. They operate in eerie silence, cutting a path through the enemy's toughest units with their Calibanite greatswords and protecting their commanders with vengeful zeal. Each miniature builds one of two poses, with 2 heads, 2 swords, and 2 backpack topper options each. It contains a Dark Angels transfer sheet with 348 decals. That's a lot. That's a lot of decals, my god. So hold on. Each miniature can build 2 poses. With 2 heads, 2 swords, and 2 back... So, okay. I'm terrible at maths. Trying to figure out all the permutations of that is giving me a headache, so I'm not actually going to try that. I assume there's enough to build at least 5, like, looking different to each other. I do like them, unfortunately. I am looking at them as I'm chatting away right now. I am eyeing them up and wondering, can I convert them into some like a better chapter, like the Ultramarines? Because I do want to work on my first company for March from a Crag, although I'll be building them. I'm wondering if I can maybe convert them into something better, you know, like the Ultramarines. 5 in the banner, dude. Cool. Okay. So the gun and sword or double-handed sword. Yeah. Okay. 5 in the banner, dude. Yeah. I do like these minis, even if they are Dark Angels. So I could see there's probably more chance of me getting one box of these or whatever than this chap. Because I like the aesthetic thing, even if they are, you know, all robed up. It's pretty cool. They got some smoke wafting out of their sort of sensors. What are these sensor things? Smoky things. We got Deathwing Knights. Oh, what's up, boys? The Dark Angels' first company are all veterans, of whom only the most skilled become Deathwing Knights, grim warriors armed with sacred relic weapons from the chapter's armories. They face down the direst threats and bring the most obdurate fallen to heel. Now, as much as I'm sort of saying I dislike the Deathwing, Dark Angels, I was going to get the Deathwing Assault box set, just so that I could use their Terminators to basically bulk up my first company, Ultramarines, and then I was going to sell these lads. They are pretty neat. They do have... See, they do have this blank bit of robe as well, which is obviously fine. I think I prefer their robes when they're more like this one here, when it's like it's sort of split and you can see the sort of Imperial, the Dark Angels in whatever this motif is. Like, I prefer seeing that on the chest with like a sort of split. I don't know what you call this robe thing. This one's got a load of, you know, dangly bits and pieces all over it. That's my preferred thing. I think this covered up to the neck or neck area looks wrong, in my very humble opinion. However, it is very cool that they are getting their Terminators, the Dark Angels players, because they also get the in the sprue, the Dark Angels upgrade sprue, there is a Terminator arm which has a plasma cannon, which is very cool. And also, it's also cool because it means potentially other chapters are going to get some attention too, right? So Imperial Fists, hello. Blood Angels, hello. More Ultramarine stuff, hello. Yes, that would be sweet. I would love it. But this is what's coming out this week. Their helmets are slightly different. The helmets are different. They have a sort of iron band down the front, like I don't know, whatever front mouth bit. There's an iron band. It's probably not iron, but it's metallic. It's pretty cool. Are these tilt shields? I think the tilt shields are all supposed to be on the left shoulder. Sticking them on the right is wrong. Surely. Is my jousting history wrong? I could have sworn all the tilt shields, like, not the tilt, whatever, this thing, that I always thought that goes on the left. Anyway, whatever. What's up, Jammy? How's it going? Oi, oi, Savaloy. How you doing? Happy Sunday to you. I'm just grumbling about some of the design choices, but I'm also been very happy for Dark Angels players because they finally get some stuff for them, which is very nice. So this is first company stuff. They get the Nightmaster can be armed with your choice of great weapon, of the Unforgiven or a relic weapon, while the Deathwing Knights can wield power weapons or maces of absolution. The kit comes with head options, a teleport homer, a watcher in the dark, and a Dark Angels transfer sheet containing 348 transfers, which is always good. 348, that is many, many transfers. Many. Mace of Absolution, look at that chunky beast. That's sweet. No, exactly, Jammy. I always, like, I know everyone likes different stuff, and I do my best to sort of, like, even if I'm talking bleep about something, I try not to, I do try and remember that there are people out there who do like this stuff, and I'm, don't want to poop all over it. Saying that, okay, here we go. So I did mention this earlier. The Dark Angels upgrades and transfers right here. Add Dark Angel flavor to your Space Marines with this packed upgrades and transfer set. Contains a selection of components, including heads, arms, torso, weapons, shoulder pads, covering a variety of armor patterns, plus other accessories and relics, and a Watcher in the Dark. You can also get an upgrade transfer sheet with 217 decals, which is different to the one found in the Inner Circle Companion and Deathwing Knight boxes. Ooh, that is interesting. So that was the armor I was talking about. Comes with the plasma cannon, and there is the Deathwing Knight, like the sort of specific sort of Terminator-y bits, and then there's a Raven Wing. I don't know, what do you call those? Like a tail? I don't know what they have. Yes, the decals are sweet. Definitely. Like, I do have a few Dark Angel transfer sheets knocking around. These are some, I do like some sweet transfer sheets. In fact, I do want to get the Ultramarines Tyrannic Veteran one. I know I've missed out on it. I think it was in-store exclusive only, so I'm having to go to cursed eBay for it. Yeah, you like the Watcher? I reckon, I mean, I could imagine purchasing one of these anyway, just for future, what are they called? What would you call them? Conversions and things like that. You never know when any of this stuff will come in handy. you know. And is it only Dark Angels Terminators which have plasma cannons? Because that, I know they have all the naughty weaponry tucked away in storage, away from everyone else, not sharing, all in secret. Do you reckon we'll ever, like, proper Terminators for proper legions and chapters will get plasma cannons, or is it just the Dark Angels? Is that one of their many things that they get? Anyway, they do get. It looks like you get a couple of. You get a Terminator helmet, potentially a couple of Terminator heads without the helmet. You get a bunch of robed heads there. Terminator shoulder pads, etc. This is a very cool upgrade kit. Now, I am, even though it's Dark Angels, I am very happy about this because it is a good thing. Much like the Black Templars one, which was a first step in the right direction as far as I was concerned. The original Ultramarines, Imperial Fist, Blood Angels, Dark Angels, like upgrade sprues were trash, utter trash. Black Templars one, first step in a good direction in that regard. I think this is probably better. I think this is probably better than the Black Templars one. I could be mistaken, but it's more good stuff. So I'm hoping, Blood Angels will get theirs, White Scars, Imperial Fists, Ultramarines, right? I hope they all get better upgrade sprees. Like, I know Ultramarines are kind of generic, but they do have a lot of fancy gear, and getting a sprue of fancy gear would be great. Can easily make a dead Terminator based with just that. Shame about the legs, but Hell Corpses don't. That is very true. Depends how that Terminator died. I mean, if he got liquefied or just like melted below the waist. No, wait, the first Black Templar transfer sheet was great. The new one doesn't have Black Cross. Oh, really? Okay, I take that. I take that back then. I was under the impression that the Black Templar upgrade sprue was good across the board. I didn't realize the transfer sheet contained within that was a bit trash. That is not so good. I didn't realize that. As I've yet to actually open mine's in storage. I purchased it before moving house, and it's been in storage for a year and a half or something ridiculous. You get the sprue, which has a sculpted pads. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good thing. That makes me irrationally angry. No, it's rational. It makes me rationally angry. Yeah. Hey. Okay, well, I stand corrected on that Black Templars one then. I suppose there are places one can go for decent Black Templar transfer sheets. Because I have a few, like, small amount of Black Templars to paint up to keep my Imperial Fists company. And then I've also realised I'm probably going to have to get some Crimson Fists as well. Just a small amount of them, nothing crazy. I wish I hadn't realised that, but there we go. Anyway, so we got the Dark Angels dice and datasheet cards. Okay, so the Dark Angels know how to accessorize. Make sure you aren't caught short at the table with the Dark Angels dice. 16 themed dice cast in bone white with green pips and a chapter logo on the 6th face. The datasheet cards complete your collection of 20 datasheets, 16 mainline Warhammer 40,000 units, and 4 combat patrol cards with gold foil edges. Okay, so more stuff. If you are a connoisseur of the Dark Angels, then no doubt you'll be getting this. Have you gotten a box of Space Marines recently? not 40k. No. I think the most was it the Assault Squad? No. No. I have got I have. I got the Command Heroes or whatever they were called. I have seen the Raptor, yeah, which is also an irritation because I do like that chapter as well. I think that's really what I'm going to have to do. Like, rather than collecting armies, just do like little kill teams or whatnot of armies I like. I think that's really going to be the way forward. The Raptors are definitely in my future as well. Cool. Yeah, I do need to get that Scout box set. Who ordered one of those? Did anyone order one of those bad boys? And then I see we got the Horus Heresy down here. Oh, hello. Oh, it's a Siegebreaker console. Okay. Masters of Demolition and Destruction, the Siegebreaker consoles concentrate their allies' efforts in battle to eliminate tough targets. Armed with a Thunderhammer and Phosphex bombs, this is an expert kit made from forgeworld resin. With a choice of helmeted or unhelmeted heads, given his work in demolition, we recommend the former. Yes, I don't know, but I think I would have... This face just puts me off. I would definitely have the helmeted variety. I think, although I did see someone on X or Twitter say, "Oh, how are you supposed to know if he's good or bad if you can't see the old nasal tube?" Not for 40 quid. Yeah, that price is a bit disgusting. However, I would suggest using Element Games, but they don't seem to have it in stock. Weirdly. Very, very weirdly. I did see Alchemist have them, so I think if they still have one in stock after this stream, I'll be going to swing by them to swipe one. Which, that pricing is a bit... Yeah, it's not great. Not great at all. It's a bit painful, in fact. I can just about justify it, but... for 10 miniatures... Yeah. Anyway, this geezer has a sort of... He's got like a... Whatever this thing here is. This tablet. It's on a robotic arm on his backpack, which is quite neat. You've got a Thunderhammer. Phosphex grenades as well. I don't really like the Siegebreaker face sculpt. He looks like a mischievous baby. Yeah, I think I would definitely be... That head would be used elsewhere, I think. And I'd be using the helmeted version, definitely. It is a sweet mini, like awesome Thunderhammer. Although I'm looking at it, my first thought when I saw it was, that looks like a reject... what do they call them? Stormcast Eternal hammer of some variety. Maybe I'm mistaken. But that was like one of my first impressions when I saw it. I was like, that's very Stormcasty for some reason. I think it's this bit at the back, this sort of curved bit. I'm just going to quickly check. Yes. Okay, just checking something. There we go. So yeah, that is that miniature which is coming up. The Scorpion's also 45. Yeah, that... There was a time when... Were those cheaper? I would have purchased that. Scorpions is like a painting project. But at that price... I think it's because they put them into Kill Team. Right? 2 squads of minis. I know. It's. I think it's the Kill Team aspect of it which has balked the prices. And I don't know why that they've jacked up the prices for Kill Team squads like that. I think I've purchased one other Kill Team, and that was the was it the Exaction Squad? Those guys. It's very Stormcastian in its curvature. It is. In my humble opinion. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Either way, I know people have used Stormcast stuff as Thunderhammers and things in the past, and vice versa. So it'll vague. A lot of it fits. We've got the Black Library, Lazarus, Enmity's Edge by Gary Cloyster. Lazarus and the Dark Angel's fifth company have been summoned to the night world of Rice by Supreme Grandmaster Azrael to honor an ancient promise. The warp is encroaching on real space and an ancient evil is brewing. But Rice consumes himself with internecine. I'm going to screw it saying that word. Conflict and pointless politicking. It's up to Lazarus to cut through the confusion and help his brothers fulfill their oaths in Lazarus, Enmity's Edge by Gary Cloyster. This book will be available to pre-order in hardback, ebook, and audiobook formats. Yeah, that's basically my impression on the pricing as well. But it really sucks. It really sucks, Jammy, for those people who want to do like a 10th, who want to do a sort of 10th company, for example, you know, which would be 10 of those box sets, or they'd have to figure out another way of doing it, and usually that way would be 3D printing. Do you know what I mean? So I know there are not many people out there who will want to do an entire 10th company or scout company or whatever. I am fully aware of that. And that's, you know, so they have to do it for the greatest amount of customers. But like, for example, I'm doing Ultramarine First Company, which is all veterans, i.e. people in Terminator, well, with Terminator honors. So I'm only doing 20 regular Terminators. I'm going to wait for 20 Assault Terminators to come out with... that's what I'm really waiting for, the Assault Terminators to appear. I'd imagine that will happen. Maybe with a Blood Angel force. Basically like the Dark Angels one. Maybe they'll do a Blood Angel version so they can have some Assault Terminators. In which case, I need to get 20 of those. And then some Stern Guard and some regular Geezers and Blade Guards. But... it's not a good price at all. It's not a good price. Like, Eldar aren't really a thing for me, but like, I'd imagine they'll do a similar thing for Warp Spiders. I really hope they don't. I would like many Warp Spiders, but I suspect with pricing like that, it's never going to really happen for me, which is absolutely fine. Because I can just buy more tanks, right? I can buy more tanks for Horus Heresy. I can, I don't know, buy another airbrush. Who knows? We've got Cypher, Lord of the Fallen. Oh, okay. Find out the truth of Assault of the Fallen in Cypher, Lord of the Fallen by John French. This tale is the first-hand account of a breakout from an Imperial jail by the most unreliable of narrators, Cypher. Hunted by Adeptus Custodes and Imperial assassins, Cypher's goal is shrouded in mystery, but perhaps all will become clear in time. You'll be able to pre-order it in paperback format next week. Okay then. I remember when that miniature first came out. I never got the first one. I would like to get the more recent iteration of it though, because I do think it's a cool mini. You'll hope they don't. Yeah, I know. Hope springs eternal. Jammy, hope springs eternal, but unfortunately, hope is. I don't know. I know there's a phrase where something goes to die. I don't know. I can't remember it. And I see this down here, the end times. Dun, dun, dun. Doom of the old world. Hell yes. Hell yes. The end times was a period of chaos and crisis that consumed the world that was. Mighty battles, ancient prophecies, and devious schemes all come to a head in the end times Doom of the Old World, which collects 5 of the most important stories from the cataclysmic period together. Curse of Cain by Gav Thorpe. The Rise of the Horned Rat by Guy Haley. The Lord of the End Times by Josh Reynolds. And 2 short stories, Siege of Nagarond by Sarah Corkwell and Bride of Cain by Graham Leon. This collection will be available to pre-order in paperback and ebook formats. Another omnibus that I will purchase quickly. Hell yes. And we got the Purging of Cadillus. Some more Dark Angel stuff. Ew. One final Dark Angels tale will be available to pre-order next week as Captain Belial and the Third Company travel to Piscina 4 to face off an immense orc invasion. Gav Thorpe's classic, The Purging of Cadillus, will be available to pre-order in audiobook format. You're a cynical pessimist. Yeah. Don't forget to like the stream, by the way. I am also cynical and also somewhat... I like to think of myself as a realist, but I think I definitely teeter more towards the pessimism than optimism. I don't think optimism works well. It just sets you up for, you know, when everything invariably goes wrong that you were just thinking was going to go right. It's just like, oh, yet another thing's failed. And then you just get sad and sadder and sadder. If you expect it to fail, then it's like, it's fine. It's going exactly as planned. Then we got... Ooh. Caiaphas, I always butcher his name. Mr. Cain. Print on demand. The next trio of Mr. Cain novels come to print on demand, starting with Deathful Glory by Sandy Mitchell. The 4th book in the series. Commissar Cain, not Mr. Finds himself stuck behind enemy lines with only a handful of survivors following a disastrous space battle, and the path to survival requires their ragtag band to battle through hundreds of thousands of angry orcs. Michael, I told you I didn't play the bloody doors off. Yeah. Michael Caine. I've never read any of these books. I think I almost purchased their previous run of print on demand for him, but I didn't. Who likes the Mr. Cain books? Fairly pragmatic, but can't be beaten as a pessimist. You're either right or pleasantly surprised. This is exactly my thought as well, Jammy. Yeah. It's very true. It's very true. You know. Anyway. In his 5th adventure, Cain's Last Stand, the hero of the Imperium has finally put down his bolt pistol for a leisurely retirement, teaching cadets in the Schola Progenium. Then a simple riot control mission suddenly becomes a perilous struggle for survival in duty calls. These print-on-demand books will be available to order from Saturday until the 3rd of March, and delivery may take up to 180 days. Wait. Did I miss... What happened? Wait. I'm very lost. Oh, okay. Sorry. So they merged these two very quickly in like that. I should have seen the full stop and assumed that yes, that was the next one. No. Misreading. Cain's on my list, but I don't know. But I need to finish off my heresy reading list first. Yeah, I can understand that. You got 1 or 2 on Audible. I think, funnily enough, I think that's exactly what I did, Bun. I think. Hold on. Let me load up Audible. Hold on, that's Google thingamajiggles. What did I get on Audible? Hold on. Knife skills for beginners. What? Yeah. Wait, no. That's complete rubbish. I'm getting confused with my commissars. Dan Abnett's First and Only. That's the one I yoinked. Not these ones. So maybe I'll get these on Audible as well. Assuming I'll get one and hope that the narrator doesn't have an irritating voice, because I know the voice has a lot to do with it. Like if I can continue listening to it. Warhammer Plus. Apparently, they have their they've got control of their domain name, which is always good. So that is all of that. Chaos Gate Demon Hunters. Yeah. I think the plan is for this stream, I'm going to figure out how to dual stream this to Twitch as well. So it'll be like the hobby ones will be live streamed from YouTube, but I'll also dual stream it to Twitch as well, if I can. So on Sundays and indeed on Thursdays. And if I can figure out how to do it, that is, then I can do like Thursday will become a hobby stream. Instead of a gaming stream on Twitch, it'll just be just like, I don't know, probably just sticking plastic kits together for a while and then gaming for the rest of the Twitch streams. But I think that might be a way of doing it. But I don't know. I mean, AdeptCon's basically a month tomorrow. At least I'll be in America a month tomorrow on the 19th of March, which will be fun. I'm looking forward to going. I'm having 2 holidays this year, which is the most amount of holidays I've had in about 10 years. It's going to be quite exciting. Actually having a holiday. Crazy. I'm taking 1 month. 1 month. I'm taking a week in March, and then I'm taking basically 2 weeks around my birthday. I'm not having a 2-week birthday. I'm having a 1-day birthday, but I'm actually having a holiday around that period. So there is that. So that's lots of Dark Angels stuff coming up for pre-order. I would suggest Element Games if you're within the UK, if you want to support this channel using that sweet, delicious affiliate link which will appear on the screen anytime in the next several seconds. It's a massive help to this channel. And if you do use it, it doesn't put the price up, obviously, for you. It just gives me a tiny little bit of a percentage as a sort of thank you for, suggesting people use their link. There it is. And there is also a code you can put in to double your crystals as well, which is always a good thing. Salute. When is Salute? I hadn't planned on it. I hadn't planned on Salute. However, Salute 2024. Oh, 13th of April? No. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm getting... So I was thinking March. I was like, no, that's a bit too soon. It's a bit too close to AdeptCon. When they say... Is it the XL Centre? On your birthday? Bloody hell, bun. I used the other day for Villainy Inks, you saucy rascal jammy. Thank you so much for using it. I know there are many, many, many other creators? Did I say creators? Creators who have their affiliate links as well. So if and when people use it, it's genuinely thank you so much. I know it might not seem like much, but it all does add up and mean I can afford a new paintbrush or some new paints or something at some point. So it's on the 13th of April. That is... I'm going to have to really check my schedule because this... potentially. I hadn't planned on it. I hadn't planned on Salute. Because I've got America next month. I've got my mother's birthday. That's going to be like 4 days in May, I think. She wants a big family reunion kind of deal. So we're all getting summoned for that. And then around my birthday in June. Bloody hell. This year's getting taken up really quickly. And also, I'll tell you what, folks. I am blaming... Butters for this, by the way. It's 100% the Midnight are going on tour, and it's very stressful. So Jamie, thank you very much for using that. Genuinely. Extortionate. I've only been to the Excel Centre once. Is that in East London? Wait, hold on. Where's the Excel Centre? I went to a car show with a girlfriend. Excel Centre. Yes, I did go there one time. Never been there again, weirdly. Anyway, so back to the Midnight, which is a major issue for me because they're coming to the UK. So they'll be in Brighton, Bristol, Glasgow, July. Well, around in July, basically. The arse end of July. So Brighton's a potential one. Glasgow potentially. Manchester. Yeah, I don't know. I've not been to a concert, a show in maybe a decade. I don't know if my hearing can cope with it. But it is the Midnight, and I'm incredibly tempted. I'm really tempted. Do you know what I mean? It's anyway, that is a thing for me to worry about later on. But I do need to, if I'm going to really consider it, I have to start planning it, and all that kind of jazz. Yeah. Anyway, I've got to stop looking at that. So, I am going to Adepticon. I'll be there for a week. Get my hands on the GW event exclusive miniatures, but I'm not buying any other GW stuff unless it's limited to that event only, because I can get it all over here for cheaper. And I probably am going to end up buying a bust or something, maybe some paint. I don't know, something Adepticon-y-ish. I don't know. Having never been, it's taken me 5 years to get there, and I'm very happy. It's going to be a lot of fun, I hope. And also, just like, getting out of this country and over to America. I haven't been there since 2008, I think. I think the last time I went to the States, I had last time I think I was when I had the seizure and took out that stuffed baboon with my face, which was a fun time. Anyways, what I was trying to say, it's mostly Dark Angels this coming Saturday. Potentially use my affiliate link if you want to make any of those pre-orders. We've also got the Horus Heresy. Was it a consul? Was that it? It was a consul, wasn't it? It was the Siegebreaker consul. Yes. Am I going to get one for my Imperial Fists? I don't know. My Imperial Fist army is basically tanks. Maybe for my Death Guard army, once that starts coming together, it will become one of those, potentially. I've got to keep a quick eye on the time. Yep, the time is about right, so that's okay. Yeah, so that's about it, basically, folks. I had my seizure on last Monday night after my Twitch stream, and that's why I haven't streamed on Twitch or YouTube since last Monday. I can't remember exactly when it happened. Sometime after stream, I just woke up and I was like lying my head on the back of like that, and my coffee was all over my desk in front of me. Thankfully, I don't know how, but this keyboard managed to survive. The Go XLR survived. More importantly, my laptop right here survived, and my Alienware screen that survived. I'm genuinely surprised I hadn't sort of kicked the table over or something. That would have been a complete disaster. But regardless, it was a relatively mild but still exhausting seizure. I will be back on Twitch tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK time for some more 7 Days to Die. And then I'm not really sure what we're going to really be doing stream-wise. But we've got 7 days to die on Monday, definitely. So hopefully I'll see each and every one of you rascals then. If I don't see you then, I will be attempting to do a Thursday stream. I've got to double check my diary, but do check my Discord. I am genuinely trying to sort of log into it a little bit more often than I used to. I'm trying to make it a bit... I need to tart it up a little bit and sort it out. But I am trying to use it more often, and I will start doing movie nights as well at some point. So, yes. Discord, I have done the command. I'm waiting for Nightbot to come in and do the link, which it's not doing yet for some reason. It's very naughty. You're on the close, but you'll be seeing me at some point. Jeremy Dodge, I hope that you have a lovely evening. You got a quiz tonight. You're going to crush it. Correct. Is that right? Be driving a bus around that time, that's absolutely fine. I completely understand. Drive safely, bun. Drive safely, everyone. I am off to go and have some food because I am now starving. By the way, we have unlocked the first... I will say thank you very much to people who have watched and continue to watch my videos, especially my live streams, etc. It's all helping towards the hitting that 4,000 viewer hour thing to get that last tickle of YouTube monetization. We have hit the first one. It has unlocked for us the super chats, etc., option. I don't know if I've set them up, but it's definitely an option now. Isn't it quiz night? Yes. Absolutely crush it. Get all the answers right. And win, I don't know what the prize is. It's a bottle of vino or something. Or a hamburger. Don't know why it'd be a hamburger, but good luck with the quiz. Thank you very much for hanging out with me, folks. I'm going to end this stream, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. So, yeah. Thank you, and good night. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and indeed, hit the bell for notifications. Bye!